Hey everyone! So it is 90 degrees in Los Angeles today, which means it's too hot to sew. So I thought, why not finally get around to making another video? It's been a long time! A really long time! And I'm sorry. I know I kept saying, hey guys, I'm gonna start making new content! And then didn't. So maybe this will be another one of those, or maybe I will actually finally get off my butt and step away from the sewing machine and actually make these videos for you. So since it has been so long, I thought why not do just a basic Q&A about Saddle the Hippogriffs Cosplay. So my muggle name is Lena, but I go by Saddle the Hippogriffs Cosplay online and in the cosplay community, but most people just know me as the 6-foot-tall Amazonian redhead, which is fair since my roommate is also a 6-foot-tall Amazonian redhead. But just to start off, where did my name came from? Saddle the Hippogriffs Cosplay originated 2 years ago when I started cosplaying, and I was just trying to think up a name of something that really meant something to me, and I came across this old book that I'd had for a while, and this is while I was living in London doing my master's degree in medieval history. And the quote is, "Saddle the hippogriffs, ye muses nine, and straight will ride to the land of old romance." And it's a book on the legends of the Middle Ages. I have no idea how well this will focus, but it just really struck me with the muses and inspiration, and I love medieval monsters. I wrote my master's dissertation on the use of monsters and monstrosity to define liminal space and paganism. That's a really poor description of my dissertation, but you get the idea. So that was the inspiration behind my page name, and I really haven't planned on changing it. If I did, I would change it to something inspired by Tamara Pierce, who is my favorite young adult author. But honestly, I'm just happy with it right now, even if it is a bit difficult to pronounce. But as I said, I've been cosplaying for about 2 years. I was living in London, doing my master's degree, and slowly going crazy. In college, I was basically the costumer for the theater club, and I also worked in the costume shop for the theater department, so I had that creative outlet to balance out the academic side. But when I moved to London, I didn't really do that, and it was just slowly going crazy. But I had a friend who was doing her master's at Oxford, and she was also a part of Rebel Legion, and she said, hey, come to London Super Comic Con, you'll have a great time, worst case you'll meet some nerds and make some new friends. So, of course, when I went home for Christmas break, I made Anna's winter outfit, only like a few months after Frozen had come out. It hadn't even come out on DVD yet. And I made it, went to the convention, and had an absolutely amazing time. I met so many wonderful people, and from a costuming background, it was just so inspiring to see all these amazing costumes. So from there, I was hooked. I was done, say goodbye to my money. It's been a deep, dark pit of wonderful, awesome weirdness that really has helped me get through a lot of stuff. If it wasn't for cosplay, I would not have a lot of the friends I have in LA now. One of my closest friends, I met her at my first American convention. I went to Long Beach Comic Con, and I was just standing at the intersection. I saw this girl in Lolita. I was like, hey, cool cosplay. And she's like, actually it's Lolita, but thank you. And now she's one of my favorite people. So cosplay really just means a lot, both in terms of the creative aspect and also the friend aspect. But I'm veering off track. What are some of my favorite fandoms to cosplay? Disney, obviously. Hunger Games, Game of Thrones, Love Live. I have that same friend who I met when she was in Lolita. We have a group of friends who keep doing Love Live costumes, so we have some awesomeness upcoming that I can't wait to show you guys. So look forward to Anime Expo. And I've been getting really excited to do a number of Star Wars and comic book costumes. I have done Duchess Satine from the Clone Wars TV show. Seriously, if you have not seen Clone Wars, watch it. It's amazing. But Obi-Wan is amazing especially. Just saying. But I do want to do more. I've started taking lightsaber classes, in part because it's a great workout, but in part because I'm a massive nerd, and it's really inspiring to make more Star Wars costumes. And then last Black Friday, Marvel Unlimited was doing a special offer, so you pay a flat rate and then you have access to all the Marvel comics on your phone or your computer, and I've really, really enjoyed it. So I definitely want to do Captain Marvel. Just started reading Spider-Woman the other day, and Jessica Drew is awesome. Also, Silk is a really cool new character. So hopefully I'll be working with spandex again soon. Just a little deviation from all the corsets and bodices I've been making. But what are some of my favorite costumes that I've already made? For a long time, my favorite was Marjorie Tyrell's purple wedding dress. It took a long time. I made it while I was writing my master's dissertation, so I'd switch off between writing and hand sewing all of those rosettes. And honestly, it was worth it. I'm so happy with it. Some of my favorite photos of myself in cosplay are in that costume. But I do have a number of other favorites. I think that Lady Tremaine, which I made for WonderCon, is the best piece of craftsmanship I've ever done. And I'm so proud of that costume. And if you'll see in my closet, I have a lot of costumes. A lot of costumes. So I mean, I could just go through and be like, but my bird jacket was awesome. And Captain Hook. I got to do an underwater photo shoot in Captain Hook, which was a huge bucket list item. There's Hercules, which is so nice and casual. And I'm gonna sell Snow White. But there were just so many costumes in here. And there are ones like Merida where I planned to sell it right away. And then I just sort of fell in love with it and don't really plan to sell it for quite a while. And I also made Cinderella to sell. Obviously I haven't gotten around to doing that either. So these things become my babies. I slave over them, spend so much time just getting the details exactly how I want it, and it can be kind of hard to part with them. I did sell a bunch of them though when I had to move from my old apartment to my current one, in part because I didn't know how big my closet space would be, but also because I needed the extra cash for the security deposit. So I just picked costumes that I never really planned to wear again or didn't fit me anymore, like Katniss's tribute parade dress or Mother Gothel, which, dear God, women were fighting over Mother Gothel. But, you know, it's fun to sell some of my old costumes that I don't plan to wear again because they really do get a new life. It's really cool to see the people who bought these costumes now wearing them and going to conventions and charity events and giving it, as I said, a second life. It's awesome. But I don't only just sell my costumes, I do commissions. I just don't do as much as I was this past summer. This past summer I was working only part-time, so I was very eager to pick up a few more commissions to supplement that income and help me pay rent. But now that I am working full-time and I do have an hour-long commute each way, I just don't really have the time to take on a lot of commissions anymore. I am taking on a few, but they're mostly friends of mine or people who I have a history of making items for them. But if you are interested in commissioning me, please message me. You never know. Sometimes I do have a quiet period, and want to take on more costumes. Or maybe I have a very expensive cosplay planned in the future and I need to save up some money for all those materials. So please message me, and even if I don't accept it, I will give you great advice on who to talk to. I have a bunch of friends who are amazing commissioners and honestly much better seamstresses than me. So I will point you towards them and you will love anything they make for you. So this is just a quick update about who I am, what I do, what is Saddle the Hippogriffs Cosplay. And I hope this is not the only one for a number of months, but knowing my pattern, it might be. So in case that's not, please leave a comment below on any specific questions you have, or if you want me to do any specific videos. I would love to do one on what it's like to cosplay and travel. How do you pack 5 costumes in a suitcase for 10 days in London, for example? Or, I don't know, what it's like to be a 6-foot-tall Amazon and cosplay, and also have a roommate who's a 6-foot-tall Amazonian cosplayer, who's also a redhead. So, let me know what you guys want, and I will talk to you soon, and hopefully I will see you at a local LA convention. I think my next one is Anime Expo, but I do have a number of meets that I'm planning to go to, so hopefully I'll see you there. Bye guys!